if you go to the doctor, you get hurt on the job rather, and you go to the doctor and you put out on workman comp. If you are put out on workman comp, how much would you receive each week, and how long could you receive this?
That's a good question.
Yeah, well, you will get 2/3, your income check, your compensation rate is what it's called, is 2/3 of your average weekly wage, which generally, assuming you work the last 13 weeks before your injury, then you just take the average of that, and then there's a form that they actually file that on, and that's what you would get. Now, the adjuster might have a different opinion. It depends. If you haven't worked the full 13 weeks, and there's different kinds of calculations you might need to do to figure out what that wage rate is. But you're entitled to those benefits. It depends on whether or not your doctor releases you to light duty. If he or she releases you to light duty, then you can get 350 weeks of benefits, and then those benefits can actually reduce after a certain period of time. If you're not released to light duty, then you can get it for 400 weeks. That's about 8 years. And if you remain unable to work, if you're completely disabled, can't work any jobs, and you can continue to get that comp rate for the rest of your life. So, it really depends. And that's what's kind of tough about workers' comp cases. It's not like a car accident case where you go to court once, you get your answer, and you move on. The workers' comp case just keeps going on and on and on. And so it just completely depends on what your doctors do.
Sure. And I think most of the time, even in situations where you have claims that are eventually deemed catastrophic, they're going to get some form of a work release. There's going to be arguments about that later on, but they're going to get a work release. There's just unfortunately not going to be any substantial jobs in the national economy they can perform, and that would make it a catastrophic claim.